staying with us. To avoid the civil war in Syria or unrest elsewhere, thousands of migrants and refugees are fleeing to Europe to find safety. Their preferred destination is Germany, which has opened its doors to those escaping conflicts in Syria. But to get there, migrants and refugees must first travel through Central European states such as the Czech Republic, which has made it almost impossible and miserable for new arrivals. As part of a school project, the Aruban-born NYU student Oriana Mansour recently shed some light on the lives of these refugees. Cast is a podcast produced by the New York University students in Prague. This podcast is dedicated to stories of Prague told through the eyes of the NYU students. They are tasked with 20-minute monthly editions, which would be completely edited, recorded, and written by students as an extracurricular program. In their latest edition, they speak on the topic of European refugee crisis. They speak to those who have fled their homes in Syria to start a new life in Europe. They also visit the camps in the Balkans and interview Czechs to find out of their real opinion on helping refugees in need.
When basic needs are a luxury and daily life is a nightmare, having lost your homes and your loved ones, many feel there's nothing left but to pack your belongings and flee.
This is the 7th episode of our podcast for the fall 2015 season put together by NYU students in Prague. And in this edition, we will be looking at the theme of refuge.
The journey refugees have taken to arrive to Europe has been dangerous and often fatal. This year alone, thousands of people died trying to reach Europe, and even many of those who managed to get here face hostility and sometimes even hate.
These refugees are primarily adult men who are fleeing from their war-torn countries, coming from places like Syria, Libya, and Afghanistan.
This is known as the European migrant crisis, and sadly, these hundreds of thousands of refugees have not been warmly welcomed.
Many countries are not only unwelcoming, but there is also an enormous sense of fear towards migrants and refugees. The wave of Islamophobia can be strongly felt here in the Czech Republic.
In the next half an hour, we'll be hearing from a Syrian refugee, Czech locals, and individuals who have been involved in helping those who've made the momentous decision to flee their home.
Welcome to Progcast. I'm Andrew Chow.
And I'm Oriana Mansour. Thanks for joining us.
To listen to this 30-minute podcast, you can visit Progcast on SoundCloud.